friends, welcome back. Now I'm going to create a really cute scrapbook layout using those beautiful Elle Studio products that I showed you in the previous video. For more information about those products, make sure you click on the Elle Studio link. It is posted in the description box below. So what I want to do is scrapbook this series of photos. I printed this using my Pick Frame app. I think these photos are about 3 by 3 roughly. And those are of my little girl. We were at the park one day. It was a beautiful sunny day. And at this particular park, they have a zip line, and she absolutely loves playing on the zip line. So I thought I would document this in her scrapbook. So I pulled from some previous Elle Studio products, and I actually was a part of a class that they released last year. And as a part of this class, you could purchase a kit to go along with the course. And so these were some extra pattern papers that were sent to me as I was a contributor for this course. So I wanted to go ahead and use that up. So what I did was I created, or I'm about to create, a band of pattern paper that's going to be somewhat off-centered. The white cardstock is textured white cardstock from American Crafts. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to go ahead and position that. And that is going to serve as an anchor for my photos. So I'm going to bring in my photos that I printed on Pick Frame. It's a phone app. And those are about roughly 3 by 3, I think. And each photo is taken at different points of my daughter gliding through the zip line. And so from the beginning to the end. And in a few, I'm going to number these photos so I know which came first, second, third, and fourth. Now, I don't want these photos just to lay flat on the page, so I'm going to pop up 3 of them using some fun foam, and this is going to add just a tiny bit of dimension. So the first photo in the first row, the second photo in the second row, and then the first photo in the third row will all have fun foam behind them. Now, I love using fun foam because it's thin enough so that it's not totally bulky in a scrapbook album, which I appreciate. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere those on. And then next up, I want to work on my title. And I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out where I want to position this acrylic word that says adventure. I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. While I'm thinking about that, I am going to add a wood veneer tab that says exploring. And then later on, I'm going to add 3 more of those wood veneer tabs because I love them so much. And I'm going to reach for these alpha puffy stickers, these yellow ones, which are just gorgeous. And often I will use different font styles for my titles because it just makes it a lot more interesting, I think, on a scrapbook page. I also pulled over a journaling card that says Go See Do, as well as some of those acrylic stars. But first, I want to work on the labels that are going to go on my photos. So what I did was I took a 1-inch punch, and I'm going to punch a semicircle. And I actually played with this a little bit before I actually filmed the layout. So I'm going to punch these for you here on camera. I also have some more of them to use that I punched off camera. Now, once these are all punched out, I'm going to stamp the numerals using my Elle Studio stamp set, the mini date stamp set. And I'm going to number them 1 through 6. I'm using some black VersaFine ink. Of course, you can use any type of ink or any color that you want to. And then I'm going to lay these little semicircles on top of my photos in different orientations. I'm going to actually bring over some more that I punched before I filmed this as well, because I realized that on some of the photos, I want the hump of the circle to go down, and then on some of them, I want the hump of the circle to go up. So I'm just going to fool around with this for just a second to see how I want this to go. Now, at this point, I'm saying, nope, don't want it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and pull over another little semicircle, stamp that, and made that number 2 work. And I'll do the same on the rest of the photos as well, numbering the photos 1 through 3. Now, I like to stagger these a little bit because, see, it gives it a lot of interest. Of course, you can keep it linear and keep them all in the same orientation if you want to. Now, I want to focus my attention back on the title. So I'm adding some foam adhesive to the back of that acrylic piece that says adventure. It's going to stand up on the photo that already has some foam behind it, and so I want to make sure that it was of equal height. Now I'm going to add the word girl using the puffy alpha stickers from the Elle Studio kit. I just love that yellow. It's so beautiful. And then I'm going to add my little acrylic stars, trying to figure out where I want to position this just to give it a little bit more movement and break up the linear design of those photos there in the middle. Adding a little bit of Tombow Mono behind those stars. These are some of my favorite embellishments. I love acrylic pieces. They're so much fun to use. I do struggle with adding adhesive to the back of them, but you know, I make them work. So now I'm trying to decide where I want to put that yellow one. I thought I was going to put something there to the top, which eventually I do. So I grab another one of those really fun acrylic stars in green, and then another one at the top with the yellow. I love how the blue, the greens, and the yellows all work together. It's a nice break from all the pink and stuff that I see a lot in kits these days. So now I'm going to grab this puffy phrase sticker that says, bring on the outdoor fun. We love spending time outside, and the weather is starting to be favorable here in Texas before it gets, of course, blazing hot this summer. So we're trying to enjoy this beautiful spring weather. I'm also going to add another label that says our favorite place because we do enjoy going to the park. And then another arrow that says let's do this. She has so much fun on the zip line. It's like her favorite thing. She could sit there and play on the zip line the whole time we're there at the park. I'm going to add another arrow, just a little yellow arrow to provide some direction there at the bottom of the layout. A few more little details. I added a red star just to bring in a pop of color, and then a blue star. I mean, not a red star. That's a heart, guys. So I added a turquoise heart at the top next to the number 1, a red heart next to the number 4, and then a pink one next to the number 5, and then a little geotag at the top of the word that says go, that's nestled between the G and the O, and I thought that'd be perfect. Alrighty, so now I'm going to pull out some of those tabs. I thought, would 1 just be too many? Or maybe I should add more, but 3 just seemed like enough. So I'm going to add those to the left-hand side. So the 2 other tabs I'm adding say loving and enjoying, because we do enjoy and love spending time outdoors. Alrighty, so I'm dust everything off. Now what I want to do is add my journaling. So what I do is I typed it up on my computer, printed it out, and the journaling says go, fun at our favorite park, and then C, seeing sunshine and adventure, and then do zipline, awesome. So just some really quick journaling. There doesn't have to be anything profound. It's just really documenting my daughter as she is playing on the zipline. And there we go, the finished product using the Elle Studios April 2018 kit release. Make sure that you check out the Elle Studios website for more information about this kit. Also, the May kit release is getting ready to come out too this month, so make sure you check that out as well. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and also subscribe to the Victoria Marie blog. Hey friends, before you go, don't forget to subscribe here to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. When you do, make sure you press the bell indicator. That way you know every time I post a video here to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. And as always, you go and be creative.